Hey, I'm CK, and this is Roughhouse Sports and Roughhouse Cooking. So it's our annual September to Remember trip again, this time in August, where we get together and do shooting, fishing, drinking, eating. And this year, we started off on the first night with New Zealand mutton sausages. I can say by first-hand knowledge that these sausages were a close third or even second best sausage I've ever had in my life. Low heat for a medium amount of time, they came out perfect, not dry, and no burn marks. After a great first night, we got up the next morning, set up base camp, had some breakfast, and then did an ammo check and got the day on its way.
Live!
So after we were firing on all cylinders, we had our Tongan friend cut down some trees and get some wood. Just like last year, he prefers to do it alone. And then after that, set it on fire. Let the rocks get really, really hot. And once the wood's gone, it's time for the pig. This year, we used a different kind of palm leaf. Now these palms still worked out pretty good, but they didn't offer as much of a barrier or as much moisture as the ones we used last year for the emu.
It's so hollow, you know?
If you want to learn more about the emu, look to the video we did last year for September to Remember.
With coconut milk and some taro leaf.
Sounds great. Alright.
Take that leaf, take that leaf.
Perfect. Let them try that. What are these?
That's kamala, sweet yam.
You can put 2 bacons on each one if the tortillas are done.
Oh, so cute, your panda bear cutting board. Another thing we did this year was made queso dip from scratch. My friend made a really, really good queso dip using beer, some onions and garlic, and cheese, and it just really hit the spot. And speaking of beer, it's time for our beer of the week. We'll take our Modelo cerveza and add some Clementa juice, and then add some tahini, and together we mix it up and have a very refreshing September to Remember in August beer. And now, back to the meat. One of our guys clipped a couple of rabbits with a shotgun, and Danny, being the professional he was, skinned it, gutted it, and cooked it for us. And the rabbit was actually done really well, and I really enjoyed it. Now this was really fresh rabbit, obviously. The thing with rabbit, it's just like chicken breast. It kind of takes the flavor of whatever you cook it with.
Wow, that was quick.
So we had a lot of fun with that. Danny put it on the grill, low heat, added some of his base salts, and it came out really good. Now, lead buckshots aside, the rabbits came out with a really good flavor. They were good to eat with just the rabbit legs, and then we made rabbit quesadillas, I don't know, rabbit burritos, rabbit in tortillas, something rather. And that was actually really good too. We mixed it up with a couple of things we had around the camp. Specifically, Simon's pickled red onion recipe, which is just a September to Remember staple at this point in time.
10 minutes.
It was another great trip with a great bunch of guys and great food. Some lessons learned: don't drink Chivas Regal and cider together, and don't take your cell phone down to the river.